Deuteronomy chapter 2. Northward along Edom. When we turned to proceed into the wilderness on the Red Sea road, as the Lord had told me, and circled around the highlands of Seir for a long time, finally the Lord said to me, "You have wandered around these highlands long enough. Turn and go north. Command the people. You are now about to pass through the territory of your relatives, the descendants of Esau, who lives in Seir. Though they are afraid of you, be very careful not to come in conflict with them, for I will not give you so much as a foot of their land, since I have already given Esau possession of the highlands of Seir. You shall purchase from them with money the food you eat. Even the water you drink you shall buy from them with money. Surely the Lord your God has blessings in you all your undertakings. He has been concerned about your journey through the vast wilderness. It is now 40 years that the Lord your God has been with you, and you have lacked nothing." So we passed by our relatives and descendants of Esau who live in Seir, leaving behind the Arabah route, Elath, and Ezion-Geber, along Moab. Then we returned and passed on towards the wilderness of Moab. And the Lord said to me, "Do not show hostility to the Moabites or engage them in battle, for I will not give you possession of any of their land, since I have given Ar to the descendants of Lot in their possession." Formerly the Emim lived there, a people great and numerous, and as tall as the Anakim. Like the Anakim are considered Rephaim, though the Moabites call them Emim. In Seir, however, the former inhabitants were the Horites, and descendants of Esau disposed them, clearing them out of the way and dwelling in their place, just as Israel has done in the land of it, possessing which the Lord gave it. Now get ready to cross the Wadi Zered. So we crossed the Wadi Zered. Now 30 years had elapsed between our departure from Kadesh Barnea and the crossing of the Wadi Zered. In the meantime, the whole generation of soldiers had perished from the camp, as the Lord had sworn they should. Indeed, the Lord's own hand was against them, to rout them from the camp completely. When the length of death had been put to an end, all the soldiers among the people, the Lord said to me, "Are you now about to leave Ar and the territory of Moab behind? As you come opposite the Ammonites, do not show hostility or come into conflict with them, for I will not give you possession of any land of the Ammonites, since I have given it to the descendants of Lot as their possession. This also is considered a country of Rephaim. Formerly the Rephaim dwelt there. Ammonites called them The Ammonites called them Zamzumim. The people great and numerous and tall as the Anakim. But these two the Lord cleared out of the way of the Ammonites, so that they disposed them and dwelt in their place. He did the same for the descendants of Esau, who lived in Seir, by clearing the Horites out of their way, so that they disposed them and dwelt in their place down to the present. As for the Avivim, who once lived in villages in the vicinity of Gaza, the Caphtorim migrated from Caphtor, cleared them away, and dwelt in their place. Defeat of Shihon. Advance now across the Wadi Arnon, and now deliver into your power Shihon, the Amorite king of Heshbon. In this land begin to take possession, engage him in battle. This day I will begin to put fear and dread of you into the people everywhere under heaven, so that at the mention of your name they will quake and tremble before you." So I sent messengers from the wilderness of Kedemoth into Sihon, king of Heshbon, with this offer of peace. "Let me pass through your country, and I will travel only on the road. I will not turn aside either to the right nor to the left. The food I eat you will sell me for money, and the water I drink you will give me for money. Only let me march through. As the descendants of Esau who dwell in Seir and the Moabites who dwell in Ar have done, until I cross the Jordan into the land the Lord our God is about to give us. But Sihon, king of Heshbon, refused to let us pass through his land. Stubborn in mind and obstinate in heart, that he might deliver him Jordan into the land our God is about to give us. But Sihon, king of Heshbon, refused to let us pass through his land, because the Lord your God made him stubborn in mind and obstinate of heart, that he might deliver him into your power, as indeed he has done now done. Then the Lord said to me, now that I have already begun to give over to you Sihon and his land, begin to take possession. So Sihon and all his people advanced against the Lord in battle at Jahaz. But since the Lord our God has given him over to us, we defeated him and his sons and all his people. At that time we captured all his cities and put every city under the ban, men, women, and children. We left no survivor. Our only plunder was the livestock and the spoils of the captured cities. From Aroer on the edge of the Wadi Arnon, and from the towns in the Wadi itself as far as Gilead, no city was too well fortified for us. All of them, the Lord our God gave over to us. However, just as the Lord our God commanded us, you did not encroach upon any of the Amorites' land, neither the region bordered on the Wadi Jabbok, nor cities of the highlands.